Hey everyone, this is the video you've all been waiting for. The diss on Coles employees. I've got nothing to lose. I'll try not to swear or be crude or rude. I won't name anybody because can't shame people, but you probably, if you work for Coles, know these people. But I have to say this, I know that, in the past, I've made a video about the bullying and the harassment I got at my store, but here's to go in deep with some of the people who actually work there, and you think how they got their job. Alright, who do I start? Well, I'm going to start with two people. You see, me and a couple of others have been asking for extra hours for years and years. One extra hour for me is all I want a week, and a couple of people just want one extra shift. Now you think in a store, they would look after the people that have been there for a long time. Well, basically, unless you're female and you got a good looking body and you're young, they're not going to take much notice of you. Here's an example. I've been asking for, just for me, for years and years, I want one extra hour a week, one extra hour. And because of the store manager and the grocery manager, just going back with bullshit, oh, we can't do this bullshit. But then one girl comes in and straight away, because she's got big tits and she's good looking and she's young, she gets 20 plus to 30 plus hours a week within her first few months. Right? And you couldn't even give me one. The fact that and some others are way better workers and we've been there a long time and we can do anything, but because she's big tits and good looking body, she gets 20 to 30 plus hours a week when I was only asking for one. And then they ask her sister, oh, does your sister need a job? Bang, same story there, 20 to 30 plus hours a week. So each of them getting that many hours a week, when people have been there for years and years, don't get none. And I think that's absolutely fucking disgusting. These two little whores come in, and like I said, because the store manager is the way he is, and the grocery manager obviously has a thing for him too, bang, hours like that when there's people like me and others can't even get a shift or can't even get out. See, I've been there for 10 fucking years begging for 1 hour, and I truly deserve it because I've been loyal to that company. I've worked back extra hours for free. I've stayed and done the worst things possible in that store. I've done to 12 to 6 a.m. I've done 12 to 9 a.m. I've done you countless times, and yeah, that's the sort of spit in the face us employees get. And no joke, when I think about those two getting hours like that, that shows what kind of store manager and grocery manager we've had. And I've said it for a long time. Now we are going, so now you know about those two, and I swear to God, unless they know someone, they've probably slept their way to the top. I've said in previous vids about how much store manager at that store is disgusting. Like I said, this is the thing about our store manager. See, before him and the grocery manager came in, grocery manager I won't touch on so much because I think he's following the pack of the store manager. It was rough at my store. It was pretty rough, but it wasn't as bad as what it is since those two have come in. This store manager, he loves the young girls, and this is why those two got hours. I bet, I swear to God. He's a compulsive liar, the store manager, and because I'm the union person for the store is probably the other reason why he got rid of me. He's rude, he's obnoxious. I've had one young female that's underage come up to me and say he's been sexually harassing me. But you think this will make the light of day? Well, the store manager's going to get away with it. Well, there's one incident where I can't say too much. He endangered one of his fellow employees, and he didn't even apologise for endangering that person. And this guy talks about looking after his store and looking after his employees when he chats up underage people. And I mean he chats up underage people and flirts with them, even though he's, I think, married and got a kid himself. But he thinks that's right. This is why those two got hours, because, he liked the look of them. And here's another example how much of a son of a bitch he is. There's a chick in the store that's a bombshell, an absolute bombshell, right? And her job is just to check out girl. I'm not going to name people. And you know what? Cause she helped a customer one time. This is what's absolutely makes me sick. It's your job as a person to help your customers, no matter what department you help customers. She went a little bit out of her way to help a customer, right? And some of us, we put bags into cars. Me myself took shopping all the way to an old person's place and looked after her for 15 minutes because she was very deranged and confused. So I helped her. Do you think we get an award? Us, employees get an award? No. Because that some bitch, because she's got tits and an ass and she sucks night for managers' dicks, she got an award for helping a customer. Now, that's the most ridiculous thing to get. And it's funny, going back on the last thing I said, one of those other sisters got an award too for helping customers. So there's two people, because they're female and attractive, get an award for doing nothing, for doing their job. How fuck's that? And this other girl that, like the checkout bombshell as we call her, she actually slept with one of the night field managers. Now, and absolutely destroyed him, made him feel like he's got a chance with her and broke his heart. And I thought that was the most disgusting thing ever. And she goes on about her life, showing her tits, showing her ass and fucking thinking she's top shit, right? And the fact that she slept with one of the night film managers, maybe to get ahead in life, get ahead. Maybe, I don't know. But the fact that she lured the guy on, and yeah, I feel sorry for the night film manager because he got fucking broken hearted, and I fucking hate her for what she did to him. But she got her way and she still gets a job there because she is who she is, and it comes down to if you're good looking and you're young, you'll stay a job in. And there's another female there this is the most fucked up thing. Alright. If you're dating someone for years and years, let's say you're dating someone for years and you're great friends, you break up, right? What's the one thing you don't do? Well, this girl is so cool about this that when her boyfriend dumped her, he went out with her best friend. And she's so cool about it now, they're all hanging out together. What the fuck? Your person you've been dating most of your life, you love him or not, you've been with the person for a long time and you're cool about him going off and shagging your best friend and you all hang out together like a groupies. What the fuck? This guy is such a fucking player. He's getting two chicks, all he wants. And this guy, no shit, he was fucking creepy as hell. He always would hang around the store until she finishes. And I was like, me and the Nightfield guys were like, this guy's a fucking loser. He pretends he's shopping and he watches all of us while his girlfriend stays in front of the checkout until she finishes, and then he drives her home. And it's like, that's so fucking creepy. Who the fuck does that shit? So, she's always like a very huggy person and stuff, but the fact that she lets a guy do that, that's ridiculous. I was the lucky ones that was the only person she really talked to in that store. Came down and gave me a hug every aisle, which is great, but how can you let yourself be like that as a person? But yeah, that's one. And the reason why she doesn't get very much attention is because she's not the most attractive girl, and the store manager and grocery manager don't really look at her. They just don't do anything about her. But I think the amount of hours she gets so much hours, right? But if they're pushing it, like I said, the store manager, grocery manager push and push and push. She's almost there 24/7. Doesn't get a rest. All right, that's that. So that's on those. And going back to a store manager, grocery manager not doing their job, we have a Nightfield girl that is highly educated, got degrees and this, degrees and that. But if she's got all this education and degrees, like, why the fuck is she still staying in Nightfield when she doesn't want to be there and she doesn't work to 100% effort and she's always going off to the back every 5-10 minutes? Now, as an employee, I would look at that as a person. I'd be like, well, this person's not in their aisle filling between that time and that time. They're off in the toilet, And the fact that this person is always 5-10 minutes late, but because she's female, she gets away with it. Every fucking, and this is not just for the current night film manager. She's been doing it for years and years and years. And you think someone like that, you know, in a job, you're not supposed to come late every 5-10 minutes. You know, there's only a certain amount of times where your job person would say you're fired. You come in late every time. And not just that, you're just not feeling, you know, we've got a carton rate of 60 an hour. There's no way that person's doing 60 an hour. Doesn't talk to anyone, very quiet, but yeah, just the fact that every fucking 10-15, we'll say 10-15 minutes is always going to the bag. And someone that's supposed to be highly sophisticated and educated is not coming on time to her shifts and not bothering doing 100% effort, but because she's female, she keeps her job, and that's what's disgusting about it. Now, I'm going to have to go back to that store manager. I got wrongfully fired because he knew that I've got evidence on him that could probably get him fired. Now, working as a union delegate doesn't fucking help, obviously, because they don't like union people. But the fact that the son of a bitch lied to my face, and I've said this on my other video, and say, oh, we can't have you in our store anymore, fuck off. You dipshit. You just want to give my hours to your female people that you like. Fuck off, mate. And he says... And he said, not once did I come about my depression or anxiety. Not once did I come up again. And the night that I had an incident with the, this is years ago, with a night film manager that bullied me. Oh, there's no evidence of that. Are you fucking kidding me? There's a security footage of him coming all like, cause this is the back and this is the front. And there's the fruit and veg in between. If you look at that security camera, he's behind me and you can see his face. He's shouting profanity at me, and there's evidence on that. And you know what? Because, I don't know, he probably sucks the other guy's dick. He gets away with it. The fact that the guy locked me in the room, and the store manager, it's probably, how he has not seen the footage of that. And that's just one incident. And he said, oh, you have no right to have a go at him. What, for bullying me? That whole store has made me into the state that I am today. You know, I can't go by any day right now not bringing up bad memories from that store. You know, the fact that I can't work right now is because of them. My mental ability went from being, you know, happy-go-lucky to fuck, you know. And now that I'm out of work, believe me, it has helped not working for that son of a bitch store. And if you can, don't shop at Coles, because they do, and this is anywhere in Australia, don't shop at Coles. They treat their employees like shit. And the fact that your cold meats you're getting from your deli, I'll give you an example from one of my delis. One time we had to clean that cold meats fridge, and I saw droppings of mice. And I've seen the way they keep their stuff clean in some departments. You wouldn't eat it. So I'm just saying, if you respect people, don't go for Coles. Go to Foodland, go to Drake's, but don't shop at Coles, because they treat all their employees like shit. And if you see someone come online and say Coles treat their employees very well, they're lying, or they're sucking dick, or they're getting what they want in their job place. That's what I want to say on that. If you want, check out my YouTube channel about the bullying and how I got fired, because like I said, it's because I'm not a hot female with nice legs and nice ass and nice tits. And not young. But by the way, if I did dress like that, I'd probably be getting my ass fucked every night. Well, yeah. But as for the grocery manager, as I look in this camera, you knew what was going on. You didn't do shit to help me. I worked blood, sweat and teeth into that job, and you didn't do shit. So, by association, I consider the grocery manager no better than the store manager, because the fact that I went to those sons of bitches almost every fucking week for 1 fucking hour, but they give these little two whores 20-30 plus hours a week. Fuck off, come on. And then there's a couple of people that come late to Nightfield every single night, but they don't get touched because they're mates with the boss. But you know, I guess in this stage, you've got to suck dick or give hand jobs to stay in their jobs. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes. But yeah, there's more information on my video on YouTube. I'll leave the link below. I had to say this video, it got a lot of anger out, and because of my depression, you know, I don't have anything to, you know, get my anger out and stuff, so this helped me, made me feel a lot better about myself. But you're going to comment, you're going to hate, you're going to like, do it. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon.